my lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love and welcome to another karmic reading. Again, if these readings don't resonate with you, you're not interested in hearing about it, you don't think there's any value in it, this will not be for you, okay? Alright, so many things to tell you guys before we even get into the reading, okay? So remember, I think it was sometime this week, and I'm going to link it below because people are going to watch this maybe years from now, okay, and they wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about, so I'll probably link it below. That reading where I was telling you guys about all the nightmares that I was having and people coming to kill me, blah blah blah. And I think I was telling you in that very same reading that even when I was a child, I was very aware, because I didn't grow up spiritual. Remember, I grew up very religious. I was very aware that there was some light that was inside of me that people wanted to steal. And that's why I always felt like I had to guard myself. And in particular, I always felt like I had to guard my heart, even as a child. I felt this. I do not know where I got this from. And I was telling you guys, you know what? I'll journey to the Akasha and tell you guys what I found. So, I went to the Akasha, girls. Guys, them. I went to the Akasha. And what I found was lifetimes and lifetimes of being persecuted for my light and as a light worker. So many lifetimes of being killed. And in one particular lifetime that I saw in the Akasha, they literally took out my heart. They thought that was the only way to destroy a light worker from what I saw there. And they literally took out my heart. And that is why I've always been so protective of my heart. It's like everything just made sense. So those nightmares I was getting, because some of them, even the nightmares I was seeing in my dreams, I saw in the Akasha. So those nightmares that I've been getting were actually fragments of myself that were coming back to me. And I think it's because, one, of that soul retrieval meditation that we did. And also, it is the collective energy of this moment. This is what we're supposed to be doing at this moment, reintegrating and getting back into unity with self, because that is the only way that you're going to manifest unity with your connected other. So this is what's been happening. It ain't nightmares. It's past life memories. It's soul fragments coming back for reintegration and healing. So that's why I've always been so protective of myself, so protective of my heart. Even in all my relationships, except staying with my twin, I've never really given myself away. I've never given all of myself, all of my heart. I've always had a reserve. Right? It's been a reserve. And it's because of that. And I've always been conscious of people, getting too close. So there's always been so many different layers of barriers. So listen, after this thing, everything made sense. And then I was like, but what about other people who may need this service and they don't have an Akashic library card like I do? And I do have an Akashic library card. It came after, oh my gosh, so much training with my guides. And I can tell you about that at another time because this video is already running on. And that's why it's so important to get connected to your guides, because when you get connected to your guides, you don't particularly need anybody to train you. They know the purpose for your life, and they are literally going to train you. Okay, so that's one of the first steps if you're just embarking on your journey, because I'm realizing there's a new wave of people coming on. The first thing you need to do is get connected with your guides. The meditations on YouTube for that. I'm going to link below my sister's class, Meet Your Guide, Charlotte's class, Mediumship for Beginners. That will be the place to start, and a Reiki attunement. I always advise that. So that was me. And because of the need for the value that I found there, because it's helping me make so many different little linkages and releasing so much karma, because I'm learning the karmic lessons now. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Maybe another time. The difference between knowing and integration. And I've been in the area of knowing for decades, and maybe with a greater and higher awareness of knowing on my twin flame journey. but quite frankly, only just beginning the integration, which is kind of shameful. You know, when you know what you need to do something and you've been channeling the guidance, but the integration, how you manifest this in your 3D life, just not been there. You've just been doing it on an energetic level. That's what's been happening. That awareness of myself and the things that I need to do in order to change and to transform. That's what's been happening this year. This was like the year of integration. And Jodie said it in her transmission. Right now, it's about rest, relaxation, and integration of the knowledge that you've gained and the awareness that you've gained and the wisdom that you've gained on this journey. Okay, so because of that, I've launched my Akashic Record and Karma Clearing service. So I'm going to put a link down below so you can go to my website and read more about that. But it's for those who want to have greater awareness about why they do the things that they do, and also what's coming up for you right now in this moment for healing and integration, because different things will crop up at different times. So it's, if you want to know what's coming up right now for you, for integration, for my past lives, you can check out that service. A lot of people have been asking me, but I just wasn't ready. But now I'm ready because I'm really seeing the value. So that's it for what I want to report to you guys. So let's get on with the reading. And before we get into the main reading, remember I said that I lit this candle for my dad, right? On All Souls. And it lasted just about 7 days. So it really is a 7-day candle. All right. And you don't find much 7-day candles anymore, right? They kind of burn for 3 days, right? So anyway, and I told you that when it was done, it would be a collective message first, because my father was a dad to everyone. So he wouldn't just give me alone a message, right? I know this. I know him. So I'm going to read this candle and see what messages are there. I already kind of have an idea, okay, because I had to crank the rings before because I wouldn't be able to see it on the tablecloth. So what am I seeing here? Well, basically we had an incredibly clean burn. I mean, look at that. That's almost like perfect. Okay. The only wax residue that we are seeing, because it's the front of the candle, the residue is actually in the past. So that's past life. So again, I knew I was on the right track by launching that service. So the blockages that exist and the things that are unresolved are past life or karmic things. Okay. There might be in the present, in the now, some blockages here, but look, they're gradually fading away. So these blockages are being removed. Okay, and when we look at the back of the candle, these are some of the spiritual blockages also fading away and being removed. Okay, the future. Okay, and I interpret this as the immediate future of your connection, of your life. It's clear. Blockages have been removed. Blockages have been removed from the 7 generations that have come, that will come after you, because you have been doing the work. You have been processing this karma here, both in your 3D life and then, of course, in the 5D. Okay, and I feel this is for your connection. Your person work in the 3D, as DMs usually do, and you work in the 5D. It's teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, right? You'll also notice at the rim of the candle, there's a lot of white soot, because I can wipe it off, right? That usually indicates the presence of benevolent spirits. And of course, my daddy is a benevolent spirit, right? So that is about spirit, your spirit guides, ancestors. I'm really getting ancestral energy these days, really around us really strongly. And people also commented about that as well. The presence of the ancestors is really strong right now. Notice that there's no real dark soot at the top of the candle. So it's blockages that have been removed, especially energetic blockages. Okay. If some of you still think that there still might be something energetic there going on in your connection, because a lot of people, all the SRT I've done this week has been about spell work. Okay. So follow your intuition with regard to that. I counted the rings, as I said before I came on, because I would not have been able to see them properly. And rings are all timing, like all timing cards, right? It's all timing measure. And the rings I counted here was actually 11 rings. So that is about justice. That's about balance. It is about equity. And it's about possibly a twin flame or soulmate connection. So I'm going to see what this 11 represents. Does it represent 11 days? Is it 11 months? God, hopefully it's not 11 years, right? So I'm going to go in my timing deck. Could be 11 hours, I don't know. I'm going to go in my timing deck and get a timing. And then I'm going to clarify that and see what's going to happen. So even if it's 11 years, what is the message? What's going to happen in 11 years, okay? I usually take 2 cards from my timing deck. So that's my divine timing deck here. You can get this on my website. Pretty handy. And we get this solar eclipse card again. And when we said next solar eclipse, I think we said the 6th of December, the beginning of the Christmas season, right? The next solar eclipse. So whenever you're watching this, the next solar eclipse is going to be important. And that's a powerful time, right? Oh. And we, not like this is going to help us, right? Very soon. Very soon and helping us, sis. Very soon and helping us. Shall I get another? Yeah. And then we have 1 week. So it might be closer to 11 days. Okay. 11/11 is coming up fast. Okay, so there's something that's happening there. So it's whatever the timing is closer to 1 week. So we have a 1 week to a month. Yeah, we have 1 week, or it could be 1 month, 1 week, 11 weeks. It could be 11 weeks. Yeah, because the solar eclipse will happen exactly a month from now. Guys, I'm confused. Anywho's, forget what I said. All right, so they're saying within 1 week, an 11/11 portal is coming up. So we're going to find what's happening within 1 week. And then they have the solar eclipse. And we have the very soon. So whatever the timing is, Spirit is saying it looks like it's going to be before the solar eclipse. And the next solar eclipse, I think, is the 6th of December. Because we've gotten that card in all readings, I think last month, October. All right, let's clarify these. God, this reading is going to be long. We have a Knight of Swords, truth. Whatever's going to happen, truth. Brutal, honest truth, my God. Oh, yes, there's a karmic cycle that's coming to an end. So this is why this is coming out in this karmic reading, right? From the time we see that 11, somebody taking action. Could be you, could be your person. From the time we saw that 11, we knew it was some kind of karma story. Yeah, okay, it's the end of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And you know, she's my gold digging karmic. In my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. So it looks like it's the end of this gold digging karmic. It's the end of this codependent situation here. Okay. Yeah, somebody gonna speak some truth here. Right? 2 of Swords in reverse goes to the Ace of Swords. And Spirit is saying this is happening pretty soon. It's gonna bring heartbreak. Maybe for everybody involved, quite frankly. Maybe when you find all the things that you didn't know, you may also be heartbroken as well. And let's see, 1 week. You're going to get some kind of apology or love offer. Somebody coming to express their love, okay, with that Knight of Cups card, okay? So something quite romantic, okay? All right, Pops, thank you so much for that message. We're going to keep that in mind. And may I say that you are in alignment, sir? All right, so that's my Poppy Pops. Poppy Pops says it's going to happen very soon. There's something happening this week, it looks like. And then by solar eclipse, it looks like there's something powerful that's going to happen. So, yeah, okay, so we got that confirmation from my phone. All right, so I told her to turn that phone off. Let's get into the karmic reading. Sorry about that, guys. But we have to see about ourselves first, don't we? Don't we? All right, so let's have a look. This is the Heart of the Fairy Oracle. The one I've been using in the past month was the Fairy Oracle. But this is the original one. the heart of the fairy. It's beautiful. Okay, underneath the deck we have the boy in reverse. And I usually don't read reversals in this deck, but this I feel is the energy right now. Upright would have been the end of a karmic cycle with that 21, or the end of the boy. Okay, but this is what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling the energy right now for both of these people is a wounded inner child. And the recognition, just like us. More confirmation. Because my computer doesn't make noises, really. Just like us, they're recognizing that a lot of the things that we have manifested in our lives come from... Why are all my electronic devices making noises? Jesus. Comes from our wounded inner child. Okay, whatever deprivation we experience there, whatever abuse we experience there, whatever love we experience there, and how love was communicated and how love was shown, all these imprints remain with us. Remain with us. And that's why part of the soul retrieval meditation, we get rid of those imprints first. And then we call our souls back to ourselves. So this is what everybody here is recognizing. I'm wounded. I am wounded. Okay? And I need to take that time to heal. This is what's happening. But I'm also getting that it's the end of the boy, end of the immaturity, end of that age of being ignorant. Because ignorant is not bliss. It's just ignorance. Alright, so let me see how your person is feeling in this connection. But that's what I'm getting. We have the Queen of Owls. They are embodying wisdom and they're logging into their heart space. And the reason why I say that, I see card number 6, and that is the Lovers. So they are exercising wisdom in their love and intimate relationships. And they are allowing their heart to guide them. There's a lot of energy by the heart space here. And they are allowing their third eye and crown to guide them. So this is them. This is Queen of Cups. This Queen of Owls for me is Queen of Cups. Your person is using their psychic abilities. And they're using that because they need that discernment at this time. There's lots of distractions around them. Some of these distractions intentional. Some of them coming in your person's way to block. But your person rising above. You see they're rising above all of that? They're elevating. Okay? They're seeing that higher perspective. And nothing can hold them back. For some of them, they had some sort of drug addiction. They are dealing with it. Others of them, I'm seeing lots of feminine energies around them. Multiple feminine energies on their back, in front of them, whatever it is. So some kind of sex addiction. They are dealing with that. Others, there's a mother figure that's always on their back. They are dealing with that. Others have a karmic partner. They are dealing with that. They're listening to their own intuition for once. I do feel like this person often relied on others because they didn't trust themselves. When you don't love yourself, you have a hard time trusting your own intuition. You often think that others have greater insight in your life than you do. And that's false. You are the expert in your life. And once you log into your heart space and your intuition, you will not make a wrong move. The challenge. And this is card number 56 and 11. Well, they want justice. They want justice. And they're seeing your person pulling away as a challenge. All right? They need to win this. This is not about love. You can see the determination in their eyes. They have to win. Okay? It's about winning. It has nothing to do with love, nothing like that. I have to win. This is a challenge. This person's a challenge now. I think this person likes the chase. But when they do conquer, when they do get the person, they kind of discard, throw it away. It's like some of those animals in the wild. They hunt their prey and they just take it down and they just leave it. The challenge is over. This is what I'm seeing. But this person, they're all for blood, man. I'm going to pull cards on this. I'm intrigued by this challenge. What are they viewing as a challenge? Your person as a challenge? Is it you? Is it this whole situation? They're an overachiever. I don't know. I'm sensing overachiever with that. An overachiever. And that comes from a place of insecurity. Coming from a overachiever herself. It does. It comes from a place of insecurity. When I look back on the things that have motivated me to overachieve, especially in the academic realm, it's insecurity. You have something to prove. Okay? And that's something I had to really read through. Like when I was doing this PhD, am I really meant to do this? Or am I trying to stroke my ego? And it was months of questioning myself to realize, no, this was part of the plan that Spirit had for me. Okay? To have people who are lettered or who have achieved or who are in these traditional areas of academia to also be spiritual. And I think a lot of people that log into my channel are also lettered as well. I've realized that as well. A lot of counselors, psychologists think like, your vibe really attracts your tribe, right? So let us look at this Queen of Cups. Let's see what's going on with her. I said with her. But it's your DM. They are embodying divine feminine energy. Ooh. Well, they're loving themselves. We saw that. We saw it. 9 of Cups. They're loving themselves. They're not taking on anybody right now. You see that? All that madness that's going on around them, they have elevated. They're not taking that on. They're realizing the most important person to pay attention to right now is me. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of the conflict. They're tired of the self-sabotage. They're tired of it all. Okay? Right now, they're studying me, myself, and I. 3 people only. 3 people only. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. This is what this person is dealing with right now. They're looking to the future, and they've seen a future version of themselves, and they kind of like it. And this future version of themselves loves themselves, appreciates themselves, embraces their unique gifts. Beautiful. They still have some, I think, self-defeated thoughts that I think this partner also capitalizes on. But for the most part, I think your person has been able to remain in the vibration of their heart space. Let's see their partner, Page of Swords. Well, they're spying. Well, we see that, right? Because this is an eye that spies, right? It's an eye that's determined, but it's an eye that's collecting info, right? Because before you launch an attack, you have to have a strategy. So they are spying, right? What are they spying? What are they looking at? Ha! I told you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. From the moment my hand touched that deck, I knew it would come out. You are the challenge. Ain't this person? I told you this is war. You are the challenge. So they're looking at you, trying to figure out what is the weakness in your armor before they take action. I told you guys. I told you. You are the challenge. Can't make this shit up. You are the challenge. So they're gathering info because they're about to launch an attack. You are the challenge. Let's go into the emotional body of these people. Now, remember, we are not just watching this to mako or to spy. That's what we call being nosy in my country. Mako. You're makoing. Right? We're also watching this because we are also wanting to pick up on the shadow aspects of ourselves that are being modeled by this connection. And we've already picked up on one. And that's the overachieving. And we already discussed where that comes from. So maybe that is something that's coming up at this time for your attention. Okay. Are you really trying to self-actualize, or are you driven by feelings of inadequacy, and you're trying to prove something. I knew that at some point, when I started my PhD, I was trying to prove something. But now I know that I'm trying to self-actualize. Let's see what your person is feeling. So a lot of questions that we have to ask ourselves. Your person's feeling envious. They are also heartbroken. But you know how I think they envy? I think they envy you. I'm hearing that song. Is it envy me? I think they envy you. And the life that you live, because you are free and they are not. You are abundant and they are not. So they still have some self-defeatist thoughts going on. But this energy is allowing them to log into their heart space. They're heartbroken. And that's when spirit enters. And this person over here, feeling romantic. They're feeling romantic. They want to reignite the spark. And if they have to go through aggressive measures to do so. Do I laugh at inappropriate times? Maybe I do. But I just find that funny. But they're haunted. And they're haunted by you. I don't even have to pull the cards. They're haunted by you. This relationship is haunted by you. Your energy is all over the relationship. Because they are thinking about you. Your person's thinking about you. And this karmic thinking about you too. For some of you, this karmic, can I say in love? Maybe. Can I say intrigued? Definitely. Can I say attracted? Perhaps. Perhaps, guys. Perhaps. And this is not the first time that we're channeling that either. You might be competition for this person, but I think there's also a part of them that's vastly attracted to you. I mean, if they're attracted to your person, they can easily be attracted to you because you guys have the same vibration in it. That's what I think. All right, so anyway, why is your person envious and who are they envious of? We have the King of Cups in reverse. That's a karmic energy. And we have the Five of Pentacles. You see, they're stuck there with a karmic whose heart is closed. And they are feeling heartbroken and they think that you are entertaining someone else. Look at it right here. They think somebody is giving you a solid offer all now. A solid offer. I don't know. I have a weird sense of humor. I'm sorry. So whilst they're traveling the karmic who can't open up their heart, they think somebody's giving you a solid offer. I don't mean to laugh because this is heartbreaking for your person. I think they see all kind of movies in their head about what you might be doing. They wish they could offer their love. They wish they were free to do that. They wish they could give you the world. And you see, we manifest from our thoughts and feelings. The more your person thinks about that, this is what they're going to manifest if they've not manifested it already. They're going to manifest a tower moment. Yeah? Because all they're doing is thinking about this Queen of Swords. But there's a part of them that thinks they're not good enough. And this is why they're working on their self-love at this point in time. That's why they're being guided to do that. Because they have to realize that it doesn't matter where they are in life in terms of academically, financially, that kind of thing. They're worthy just because they are. But they feel defeated. They feel defeated. Meanwhile, Karmic wants to reignite the spark. Yes, because they want this connection to progress. They want it to move forward. Okay? All right? And they have the will, they have the desire for that to happen. They want us to move forward. So they're making romantic gestures, romantic overtures, hoping that your person will respond because your person is their world. Their world revolves around your person and the stability that your person provides. But it looks like there's been some kind of ending or betrayal recently. That's kind of rocked the boat. Okay? And they're kind of feeling heartbroken right now, but they're still determined to win your person's heart. And determined to come forward with something flirty, something romantic, to spark your person's interest. But underneath that romance is a deep-seated aggression. Your person is dealing with a covert narcissist, and they're the worst kind. Because you don't see them coming. You don't see the anger that lies underneath their sweet smiles. Or them pretending that they're ill. Or them pretending that they're pregnant. That kind of thing. You don't see the anger that simmers beneath there. And the loathing that they have for you. You don't see it. You don't see how unbalanced they are. And how they can work your heartstrings. You don't see it. This person haunted. They're haunted by you because they know that it's not over between you and your person. And that's a horrible feeling. Being committed to someone or lying down next to someone and they are closed off. They're thinking about somebody else and they're bored as F. That is the worst. The worst. Alright, so let us go into how your person is thinking about the karmic and this connection. This is the Tarot of the New Vision. One of my favorite tarot decks, actually. I should really get a fairy tarot deck, but there aren't many that I've seen that I like. I'll probably look for one and put it on my wish list. But I've not seen a fairy tarot deck that I've connected to just yet. But maybe I've not been looking. But I should. Because they really like to, I don't know, they like to dominate these readings. Three of Swords. Your person's heartbroken. Things just did not pan out the way that they thought it would. Or the way that they envisioned. Or the way that this person promised. Things fell far from the mark. Okay. I'm not going to take it though. What's your person thinking about this connection at this time? We're going to explore feelings in the extended. The not lover. That's what I call the lovers in reverse. They know this ain't their love. This ain't their love. They also know that they have to make a choice. We have Gemini there. Let's pull out all the cards I can interpret. We have the Four of Wands. Two major arcana. We have the Temperance in reverse, and we keep getting that for this Sagittarian energy. Ooh, okay. And we have, who's this? The King of Swords in reverse, which is my overt narcissist, Jesus. Anyway, guys, what's your person thinking about this whole situation? As F, okay? And this person that they're with is unstable. Some of them clinically so, and some of them resisting any kind of intervention or medical care, which is the worst. As I keep telling you in these readings, everybody got mental health issues. And if you didn't have before, maybe COVID would have given you some kind of mental health issue, right? It's about how you address it. And everybody needs to access some level of care. That level of care might be a support group. It might be reading some sort of article that helps you. Whatever it is, but this person that they're with is living in some sort of dream world, some sort of fantasy world, where everything is A-okay and they don't need intervention. And that's the worst. So they realize that they're dealing with a narcissist and perhaps someone who might be deemed clinically so. Someone who's incredibly unstable, and they know that they are not in love with this person, but they feel committed by some sort of vow, and it could have just been a promise, I will never leave you. For others, it may have been marriage vows. For others, it may be tied up in some sort of business contract with this person, but there's something that binds them more than the energy. I think something in the 3D binds them. Maybe they bought a home together and that there's that mortgage contract, but there's something physical. I'm seeing a physical contract. There's a physical contract that binds these people. And this is why a person feels stuck, because your person, their core self, is honorable. So they know that they're deep, and they're showing me like somebody in a bog, somebody in quicksand. They know they're deep in it, and they don't know what is the best way to extricate themselves. They know this is not love. They know this is not stability. They know this is not their truth. But they feel this sense of commitment. Let's pull a card on this, because that's the only card that's not vibrating with the others. So it's the most important one. That's where we're going to... Oh, my goodness. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're holding on to that safe zone. Not listening to their intuition. And they're feeling kind of foolish too. But Spirit saying the hand of fate is about to turn and justice will be served. So if they feel that they can stay there for much longer, they would be the delusional one. The hand of fate is about to intervene in this situation, as they've intervened so many different times. I think your person I think Spirit has given your person so many different outs, so many different avenues to get out, so many different instances, and they just didn't follow their intuition at that time. Will they do it this time? Spirit say they will. We're gonna see. Anywho's, let's get a message from your person. What do they want to tell you? What does their higher self want you to know right now? And then we're going to go into the extended. I'm going to look at their heart space energy for the karmic. I'm going to pull some cards from the Sabila and see what's happening there. I'm going to look at how the karmic is viewing your person, how the karmic is viewing you, and what the karmic might be hiding. And then I'm going to get some advice. What does their higher self want you to know? Emperor. This person is going to take charge. They are your soulmate. 6 of Swords, they are going to be moving on. They're not going to be doing it right now. Ace of Wands reversed, because they feel defeated. And they're feeling overwhelmed. They're feeling burnt out. But the sense of frustration that they're feeling is rising. So when Spirit gives them that opportunity, they're going to be moving on. But right now, they're doing a lot of major healing. Your person's broken. That's what I'm getting. They're broken. All right, let me get an advice card here. And this is magical messages from the fairies. Let's have a look. Underneath the deck, they want to talk about your love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is changing for the better. And that's what the higher self also said. So let's see what is the next. What's the card? What's the advice? The advice is focus on you and what you need to forgive. And this is why I brought up this Akashic service. Because there are things deep in your past lives, that Spirit and also my dad also said it's still blocking this connection. Okay, it says, as you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes are coming through. So there's old anger and resentment that you have been harboring from the past in this life. And there are old anger and resentments that you're harboring from the past, from past lives. Spirit saying your work right now is to release it and allow your heart to be cracked, totally open. And you see, that's the message that I got in the Akasha. That's why I was blocking off my heart, guarding my heart all this time. And it's because it's been broken time and time again, and even physically stolen, right? So that was such an eye-opener for me. Anyway, guys, if this feels like a vibration, join me in the extended. I already told you what I'm going to do there. If not, I want to just thank you guys. For those of you who like, sharing, comments, dislikes, buying me cups of coffee and supporting the Coalition for Domestic Violence in my country. For those of you who have been purchasing the extended, you're on Patreon. However, you have been giving me that energy exchange and helping our community to expand. Thank you so very much. Take care. Bye.